Hi everyone, in this tutorial we are going to talk about getters and setters in C#. As you probably know, in the previous tutorials we introduced classes. We have a basic example of class called a car, which has two public fields, color and number of doors. It has constructor without parameters, constructor with parameters, and two simple methods. Let's say that we want to add additional field, private double price, which represents the price of the car. As you can see, this field is private. As I explained in the previous tutorials, I won't explain in details access modifiers because there will be a separate tutorial, but for now it's enough to know that public means that this field will be accessible outside of the class, whereas private means that this field will be available only inside the class. So if I go back to the program and quickly comment out this part of the code because we don't need it, and I want to create an object of the car called car with price, which is equal to new car, and I want to set the price of that car to 15,000. If we quickly build this code, we are going to get the error, which says that this field is inaccessible due to its protection level because we made this field private. So that's why we need a getter and setter. So how do we even create a getter and setter? We want to say that public double price. So as you can see, it has the same name as the field, but it's starting with the upper letter. And we want to implement getter, which says return price. So we are going to return value of that field whenever someone tries to access it. And we want to set the value of that field, which is equal to value. So it says that price will be equal to value that someone passed. So if I quickly go back to the program and change this quickly to price and build this program, we'll be able to see that it's now passing compiler because we made a getter and setter for that private field. So we can, this is a simple usage of the setter because we are setting the value of price field and we want also to get the value from that field and to print it out. So I can say car with price dot price, which means that I'm trying to access that field, actually trying to get that field. So this is calling the setter, this is the getter for that field. If we quickly run the application, we'll be able to see that we successfully set the value of this field to 15,000. So as you can see, we got 15,000. But what if someone tries to set this field to minus 5,000? This doesn't make sense because I would expect to see a positive number for the actual value, actual price of the car. So we haven't prevented that. As you can see, someone successfully set the price of the car to minus 5,000. So how we can prevent that? If I quickly go back to the car class, I can change this setter and say something like this. So if value that someone is trying to set is greater or equal to 0, I want to set the value of the price field to that value. Otherwise, I want to set the price field to 0. So by saying something like this, we are preventing user to set negative value to price field. So if I quickly go back to the program and run it again, we will be able to see that we got 0 as a result. So we successfully prevented a user from setting price to the negative value. So this is a simple example of getters and setters. We added some kind of custom logic to setter and we introduced getters and setters. So that would be pretty much it for this tutorial. I hope that you enjoyed and see you in the next one.